Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta spoke at his press conference on Friday ahead of the weekend's trip to Liverpool. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has teased a possible return for William Saliba against Liverpool this weekend. The Spaniard claims an injured Gunners player has a chance of featuring at Anfield. Saliba has missed Arsenal's last two matches with a back injury. Reports earlier this week claimed he would not be fit for the trip to Merseyside. Rob Holding has deputised for the France international in wins against Crystal Palace and Leeds. But Arteta and Arsenal have been hopeful Saliba would return for a tougher test at Liverpool. Arsenal have had 4 players missing through injury in recent weeks. Mohamed El-Neni and Takahiro Tomiyasu are both out for the remainder of the season with knee injuries. Saliba and Eddie Nketiah are the only two who could be close to a return. Arteta said one of the two could be available at Anfield. Speaking at his pre-match press conference on Friday, Arteta said, No real changes with the rest of the players that were still injured. We have some hope with one of them who will maybe be able to train, but we'll see. Arteta was then asked who the unnamed player was. But he refused to specify the individual, replying, I am not going to tell you. Saliba's return would be a major boost for the Premier League leaders. He started each of the first 27 games of the season before suffering a back problem in the Europa League last 16 exit to Sporting Lisbon. The 22-year-old has enjoyed a breakthrough campaign in England after 3 years out on loan in France. Meanwhile, Nketiah hasn't played since coming on as a substitute in the 4-0 win over Everton on March 1. The striker suffered an ankle injury and had been wearing a protective boot. It may be the 23-year-old who Arteta has refused to name. On March 15, Arteta claimed Nketiah was a few weeks away from returning. Sunday's match would tie into that timeline, and Nketiah was also seen running at the training ground last week. Meanwhile, Bukayo Saka is over the illness which forced him to start the win over Leeds from the bench. It was the first league game he hadn't started this season and the first since December 2021. Saka has appeared in Arsenal's last 71 league matches, starting 67. Arteta must decide who to leave out of his front three between Leandro Trossard, Gabriel Jesus and Gabriel Martinelli if Saka comes back into the side.